Shalom, shalom, all praise, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rakaha Kadash, and the Bohana to the elder and the apostles of the Son who do well. A peace, blessing, and salutation to you, Akiam, who are pushing these truths to the four winds of the heavenly, and being on the forefront of this spiritual war, and to make sure Jerusalem is established as a praise. He on yes again, as in the days of old. So this is a book of 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. I started verse 1. It read, he answered me saying, and said, measures was a time diligent in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign past, which I have told thee before, then shall thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen, yes, speaking and approve of the people, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made, the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is made manifest as I am speaking to you. So let me pray, keep over here so you can see. The Most High is getting down, man.
Yeah.
The Most High ain't praying with you people out there. You see, so this news it say breaking from the elder brother over there in England. It say 1/3 of Pakistan underwater right now, spook time, you see. And I have another very important news. So we have been seeing different rivers in Europe who are drying up. Right now we see the one among the major river, man, in which the entire civilization of China was based upon this river, and actually it give rise to other like 3 rivers, if I'm not mistaken. I can remember 2. The Han River, which passes through Korea, in Seoul over there in Korea, the capital city of Korea known as Seoul, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And then we have the Yaru River, in which in English you call it the Yellow River. Over there in Korea they call it the Yaru River. So when you go to all, you see the major empire I can remember in Korea. You have the Goguryeo Empire, you have the Kichani, you have the I can't remember the other empire, but when you go to China, you have the main empire which made China unparalleled civilization, in which you have the 3 kingdom, in which the 3 kingdom, I think they gave rise to the Han dynasty. The Han dynasty gave rise to the Qing dynasty, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm putting it in an orderly arrangement, but those were the empires in which they rose and fell in China. You see, they were all based upon the Yangtze River. You see, it provides fresh water, you see, and transportation, you see, hydroelectric power, you name it, man. It contributes to the GDP of China. And as you know, China is the 2nd largest country after America in GDP. So let's go to I wrote here the connection between the Yangtze River and the Han River, which is the Han River I was telling you. You see, it is over there in China. So the Han River joins the Yangtze River in Wuhan. You see, it goes all the way to Korea. So China and Korea are interconnected, man. You see. So the Grand Canal China connected to the High River, which is the Han River, the Yellow River, and the Yangtze River, and the Huai River, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So it's like 6 rivers over there, man. And what connects the Yellow River and the Yangtze River, you see. So the Yellow River is the Yalu River, which goes all the way to Korea. You see, so top stories record drought hit with dry river basin in China. You see, that's a river basin in China over there for you, dried up. This kind of thing you only see in movies, man. Haven't lived to see such a scene, man. You see that this is what the Yangtze River was. You see, revealing 100 years old Buddhist statue in which Buddha ain't gonna save you, man. You see, Buddha is buried down in the Yangtze River. How important the Yangtze River is. And actually, when you go back to the inception of time, see, let me see. I actually googled. Here it is. The Yangtze, the 700,000 square mile Yangtze River basin provide water, transport, food for almost 1/3 of China, 1.3 billion people, and supply more than 40% of the country's GDP. Finished in a through. You see, when you go back to the inception of history, man, all major civilizations were based upon bodies of water. May it is a lake, it is a river, in which a basin is a lake. It's a kind of a lake, man. You see, it was based upon a certain body of water. That's why when you go to the book of, let me see, it is the book of Daniel, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Book of Daniel 7:2. Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea, which is that the Mediterranean Sea. And the four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another. Those four beasts, it goes into four major empires. It says they came from the sea. That sea was going to the Mediterranean Sea, because all major civilization, man, you see, they kind of linked with what you call bodies of water, fresh water. That's why you get what we call maritime activities. You see, or what you get is that way the land of trafficking. You see, back in the days, these major empires they used to drive trafficking. You see, based upon what you call supply chain, man. And a different supply chains they link into different rivers and oceans, man. They open up to the Great Sea. The same thing with ancient Mesopotamia, man. They had what you call the Mesopotamia, the great river Euphrates. Actually, the great and the mighty river Euphrates have been dried up, man. And I think that is a title from Wyoming, man. They wrote the mighty river Euphrates have been dried up, man, because they know. You see, these children of the children of what? Wiser than the children of light, the children of darkness. Let us get the scripture. It say, this is Luke 16:8, and the Lord commended his unjust steward because he has done wisely for the children, not the children of darkness of this world. World is the same thing. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. So this season, know who is coming, man. Let me type in for you the mighty river Euphrates. You see, Wyoming actually wrote, man, the mighty, here it is, the mighty Euphrates river is drying up, because that was like a cesspool. If I'm putting the correct word for a lot of major empire, man. You see, over there in the Levant. You see? So when you see this sign, it simply tells you, man, we are coming to an end of this age, man. Because bodies of water are linked into empires, man. So actual body of water, they coexist. You see different empires. Let me get to the Revelation 17. I am giving you the comparison, man. You see? It say, and he says unto me, the waters which is all seas, where the whole cities are people and multitude and nation and tongue. So borders of water, man, you see, are linked with different major empire. You see, that's why you see you have different precept which goes into borders of waters, too many empires, peoples, and tribals and tongue, because this thing is kind of linked, man. In order for an empire to flourish, you need what you call maritime activities, man. The same thing we see the Solomon Empire, man. See, that's why you have the navy of Hiram Abif. You see, when you go again, as I was telling you, to the different Chinese empire which flourished, and the brought, they contributed to the civilization of this world. You have all of this board of water linked. You have the board of water in Europe. We have the board of water in America, man. And the way in which America is located, man, that was not of coincidence. Surrounded with borders of water, man. That was a strategic plan from the Messiah, man, so that America can be this big power, man, in this last day, the pinnacle of this heathen empire. That's why it is known as the land of trafficking. See, and that way the land of traffic, it goes into, as I went into that breakdown, it goes into the Canaanite. You see, and what is the Canaanite known for? They are known for being seafarer. They are actually the first people to go to the New World were the Canaanite. The first people to circumnavigate the continent of Africa was not the Portuguese, it was the Canaanite. The first people to circumnavigate South America were the Canaanite. You see, that's why you have ancient Mesopotamia and it's also a strong Canaanite city, because of supply chain, man, because of what you call abundance. Because when you have water, you have rain, you have fresh, you have bodies of water which provide fresh water for you. You can do what you call irrigation. And when you look that way, the history of irrigation, it goes back to ancient Mesopotamia. They were good into irrigation. They were good into agriculture. They were good into transportation. The same thing with the Israelite. The same thing with the Egyptian. You see, question point, the Egyptians, they had the Nile River, just one river. You see, but all of this body of water drying up. What do you think that is, man? You see, so for you niggas who try to stay on the side, scratching your head, you think this is the end, man, or we need to wait for another end. No, man. You see, the Most High will visit you where you are. Matthew 24 and see, and say, as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came upon him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? You are not the only one who is wondering when is the end will be. The disciple also were. And they needed to be in this mindset, looking for signs of the end of the world. What shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahweh answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I'm Yahweh, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that ye be not troubled. For all of these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So you are hearing of wars and rumors of war. For nation shall rise against nation, it's going on right now, kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine. Uh, how do this famine will come? Through drought. You see, there won't be abundance anymore. Victuals shall be taken, man. And the pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. All of this is the beginning of sorrows, man. This is just the beginning, man. This is just the most I haven't even started, man. You see, going back to the book of 2 Ezra 9, we just read. So I wanna drive home, especially point verse 2. It says, Then shall thou understand that's the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. As this world have an owner, man. You see, for you nigger, hard-headed Negroes out of there, man. You tough Negroes, man. Ain't no such a thing as a tough Negro in front of a famine, man. You will be broken down. You will be broken down, man. So which is this, I say shalom. I hope you brothers were edified on to the next.